Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today we're doing an unboxing that I never thought I would be able to do. Never thought I would get to do, because I thought this knife was gone forever. I've actually owned this knife for a while. I received it. It came in to me on a day that I was, about to leave for vacation. It was after I had done the work for the day, and I thought, you know what, this would be a good one to take with me to do additional short form content, like for Instagram or TikTok or whatever. And I thought, I'll film the unboxing when I get back. And then it disappeared, along with a whole bunch of other knives. When I came back from vacation, I thought, oh, I left it at the Airbnb. I dropped it on the ground. It was in a Nafs burrito with a bunch of other knives. I dropped this Nafs burrito on the ground in the parking lot with a bunch of, and somebody picked it up, or one of the staff just decided to keep it. Didn't know. And miraculously, I don't know when you guys are seeing this, about a month later, I was moving the pack and play, which we use for our little one when we're on vacation. I was moving it, and the pack and play came slightly out, and there was a little part of my brain that thought, this thing was with us on vacation. It's the one thing that I haven't checked. It's been packed into this box, the same box that we were using to, move it around. It's been packed in this whole time. I'll pull it all the way out, and I'll just peek down in there. And wouldn't you know it, for whatever reason, that's where the Nafs burrito was. I must have set it in there, or it must have been in the pack and play when I packed it up, and I folded it up and put it back in the box, and then that was that, because I was distracted with something else. This was in there. That one knife that I never did an unboxing for. So I'm so excited to finally be able to do this now. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. Obviously, we have a Chaves knife, but not just Chaves, also Protech, which is super, super cool. This is a special one. One that costs too much money, by the way. I'm just going to let you guys know this is an overpriced knife. I'm still happy to go ahead and pay that fee and share it with you. But this, officially, in unboxing form, some of you may have seen my little Instagram video where I did this. This is the Chaves Redencion, made by Protech in the United States, an auto, with that cool abalone inlay, and the sapphire blue PVD. How epic is that? I was so bummed out to think that I had lost this. Number one, I just wanted one, and maybe they're still available. I feel like I went to check, at least on the website that I had used to purchase this one. I'm just kind of shining this guy up a little bit because I've got fingerprints all over it. But I went to check that website, and at least on that website they were gone, so I don't know if they're still available or not. When they were available, and I'm sure they'll be available again, they were crazy expensive. I looked at it and I was like, oh my god, that's too much money. I'll take it. Which is what I usually do if I really, really want something. But obviously I was, I didn't love paying that price. It stung 1,000 times worse to think that I had actually lost this knife. And I had always said, before this happened, I said, it's so crazy because I've never actually lost a knife, as many as I have. I always tell people, people tell me all the time, oh, I would never want to spend that much money on a knife because I fear I would lose it. Well, there is always a possibility, and people do lose knives. I always tell people, like, hey, listen, I own 450, at least, pretty nice knives. A lot of them, I feel like the average cost of these things is, I honestly don't know, so you can do the math if you want, but it's not. I don't know that it's accurate. I think the average cost of what I own is probably right around $400, right? But I own over 450 knives, and I've never lost one. I've had stuff lost in the mail coming to me from a retailer or a maker, but I personally have never lost one of my own personal knives. And I thought, wow, how devastating to lose that Nafs burrito with not just this, but I also thought my Para 3 in Magna Cut, my Sage 6, one of my Excaliburs. There was the Xander from Vosteed, the Hawk Talon, my Sabenza, all of that stuff all at once. I thought, I've lost this. $2,800, $3,000 worth of pocket knives. And let me tell you, that really sucked. And I tried to just get to the point where I just accepted it and said, they're gone forever and you screwed up and that's your fault, right? So you're going to have to move past it. But having them all back is so cool. It's just, as much as I love the other ones, having it really feels good because this was the most recent purchase out of that. It's so nice to have this one back. So this is obviously meant as something that's just going to be part of my collection. It's not one that I'm going to use. I have 2 Chaves autos from Protech, and then I have 3 additional re-op made Chaves 229 Redencions. I know that the pocket clip is not always everybody's favorite, but really just my love for the Chaves Redencion and Protech Sapphire Blue PVD. It's not a DLC, it's a blue PVD. This is always an interesting thing to me because I have, there's a lot of different like color tones that PVD, that you can, this type of coating, PVD is a process, not a specific coating, but apparently this type of coating, there's a lot of different color tones that you can get. What's really interesting to me is that this is not a flat tone. This is actually slightly reflective, which would indicate that PVD style processes used for coatings like this can not only get different colors, but also different types of finishes. So it's interesting to me that, like Protech, for example, does one other coating like this that's sort of like a rose gold. There's probably other colors, in this general territory, and it's interesting to me why we don't see as many. Usually when you want like your yellows or your greens or red or something like that, what we see is a Cerakote. Obviously, true DLC will only ever be black. It will only ever be black if it's real DLC. We've seen an interesting coating called Baronet Mayura, which is at this point still pretty exotic. Not a lot of it is revealed to the community as far as what it is, the process of bonding it, stuff like that. It can be in all of the colors. Companies like Herman Knives have proven that it can be flat or it can be polished. They've even proven that they can focus it into, basically one color and not just rainbow, which is like the Herman that I have. So I think at some point we're going to start seeing some of these tougher coatings, and they'll be one color and not flat or glossy, like the Cerakote, and not flat like some of the, the standard PVD stuff that we see. We're going to start seeing, your satin greens and reds and all of that stuff. I think that would be super cool, and I can't wait. But this is part of the reason why I buy stuff like this, because you just don't see it outside of, actual gas station garbage, which is not the same thing. It's just paint, right? Or it's like I don't know, it's titanium nitride or aluminum something or other. But it's a really, really cheap coating that can very easily be scratched. Now, this stuff can be scratched too, but it's definitely a more durable coating. So it'll be nice to see what the future holds. Very excited. The Chaves 229 Redencion Auto, of course, super snappy. Protech makes, in my opinion, some of the best side-opening automatic knives on Earth. They also have a good heat treatment. They use a wide variety of steel. These are S35VN. I've noticed that a lot of their, I guess it's not exclusive. The blue coatings or the sapphire blue is not exclusive to S35VN. Just a lot of them, have S35VN. But I feel like I've seen Malibus with CPM 20CV that are, blue, and maybe even Magna Cut that are blue. So I'm not sure. I'm really glad that they matched the pivot and the body screws. I think the only thing that this knife in particular is missing is the texturing. If they ever do a steel custom or like semi-custom, because every now and then Protech does a stainless steel with sapphire blue. If they ever do that and they texture it, I will jump on it immediately. I know it'll be substantially more money, but I'll jump on it immediately. In the meantime, I'm really happy to have this. I'm really kind of shocked that this is the only blue Protech that I own outside of my Godfather. It's not the only one that I've wanted. I have tried to get other ones and have missed it just by like seconds, both on the primary, on the brand new retail market and on the secondary market, I've missed blue Protechs that I've wanted on more than one occasion. But happy to have this one. Happy to have it back. This was a happy ending. It was a positive ending to what was otherwise a pretty crappy deal, right? And I knew, like, oh, boo-hoo, nobody feels sorry for Metal Complex. He's got a bajillion knives, and that's okay, right? I wasn't trying to make anybody else's, but it was misplacing that stuff was entirely my fault. I just couldn't believe that I had actually done that. It was very unlike me to do something like that. So I'm really happy that that's where they were the whole time. They were in that pack, just sitting in there folded up. And you know what? This is the exact Nafs burrito. I can tell because it's got crap all over it. But this was the exact Nafs burrito that it was in. And this thing kept them perfectly safe and tucked away the whole time. So seems like a great ad for the Nafs burrito. I don't actually have affiliate links for the Nafs burrito, so I don't get anything if you guys pick one of these up. But I now own 4 of them. This is the truth. I turned around. I missed this thing so much. I turned around and bought 3 more because I realized how handy they were and how much I was missing having mine. So now I have the green one here, and I have this like light, like this almost like navy blue one, and then I have another black one that I haven't opened up yet. And I had also already replaced my Sebenza. I was going to slowly replace all of these knives, and I had replaced my Sebenza, so I actually turned around and bought those Nafs burritos and bought another Sebenza 31. So now I have my Sebenza. Now I have 2. That's fine. Just really happy I got to unbox this. This video has gone on longer than it needs to. I'll link the Chaves Redencion auto through Protech down in the description. It is an auto that I recommend. It's really cool for an American-made side opening auto. You're going to pay a little bit more for it than a typical Protech because of the Chaves name on it, but it's really good. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.